I love my job. I mean, it was all sorts of rain, but now here we are. We are in the sunshine, and I'm definitely appreciating it. I'm definitely taking it all in. Let us now go on over to the news desk first. Let's see what's going on over there. And when we come back, we've got some excitement for you. Stay with us.
Good morning. Last week, for the first time in 30 years, the St. Lucia Marketing Board, with the help from Export St. Lucia, made its first export to the U.S. The shipment of breadfruit was to Philadelphia. Export St. Lucia identified the buyer and assisted the marketing board in getting into that market.
A key factor in this success was that they were able to secure United States FDA registration, a crucial requirement for us to be able to export to the U.S. market. And so this was a collaborative step. We've obtained certifications for the St. Lucia Marketing Board, and we were able to facilitate that first major export in 30 years of the St. Lucia Marketing Board.
Daniel says in an effort to create a strong brand for St. Lucia, breadfruit will no longer be shipped in plain boxes or unlabeled. Heavy rains from a tropical wave left much of the island drenched by rain on Tuesday, forcing the closure of schools. The Met Services is profiting the opportunity to remind St. Lucians that they are in the hurricane season and they need to keep their guards up and remain in a constant state of preparedness.
Anytime you see that what we in Met call a perturbation in the wind field, any disturbance in the wind field has the potential to produce rain. Anytime the atmosphere is unstable and we have low-level convergence at the lower levels in the atmosphere, there is a good chance of rain. So in the tropics, there is always a possibility.
St. Lucians are being encouraged to pay attention to weather updates from legitimate sources. Meanwhile, the residents of Mark Bexar found themselves grappling with the aftermath of flooding when the river in the area burst its banks on Tuesday. The recurring event has left affected residents very frustrated. Community members who did not want to speak on camera called for immediate measures to be implemented, such as regular desilting and the widening of the river to mitigate the risk of future flooding. The Ministry of Infrastructure took action yesterday morning by deploying heavy machinery, including a backhoe, to remove substantial amounts of debris in the river as well as mud along the main road in that community. The St. Lucia Seventh-day Adventist Academy is celebrating 60 years in existence. Celebrations will kick off on Saturday, 21st September, with a church service and a social evening for alumni at the National Cultural Center.
It is a fully denominational school, fully supported by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and it is a school that has provided opportunities for many students, even back in the days when there were just two main secondary schools and many students did not have an opportunity. If they did not succeed for either convent or St. Mary's College, there would be a fallout actually. And this school, the St. Lucia Seventh-day Adventist Academy, has provided an opportunity for many persons in high positions in society because it opens its doors to the students.
The Academy has also announced plans to offer the Caribbean Vocational Qualification, that's the CVQ, as well as technical vocational education and training subjects in the near future. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thank you, Kendall. We need to take a break and we're coming back. ALCID has just been appointed as a sports officer at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, and we had the opportunity to talk to her on that appointment. MAKEBA ALCID is a sports and recreational officer at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. Now, that should be exciting news for the department here and the students and everybody, as a matter of fact. Kiba, appointment recently?
Yes, recently.
How recent?
August.
This your first day?
August. No.
Oh,
Started in August, yes.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Well, girl, you must have some plans for on top of here. So what do you plan to bring to this?
Well, I'm gonna start off saying I'm just, feeling out the vibe, and what I plan to bring, just more engagement in sports. Again, not everybody wants to be an athlete, so really putting in some recreational sports into play that athletes and students could take part in, and make it a little exciting experience for them, not just coming to do the academics.
Right. So you're striking the balance, basically.
Yes.
Right. Now, let's talk. You must have some things in the back of your head because the students probably started to get excited. They see we have a big girl here, MAKEBA, big sister. And
pressure.
I know it's a lot of pressure on you, right? But what are some of the things you believe that you can include within this, the faculty that is going to allow you to realize or to, get that what it is you're trying to achieve?
Well, I'm not thinking of it in a sense of what I want to bring to the table, but what the students want, what the faculty want. So just having conversations and meeting with the different departments. I think everybody wants a fitness club or a little walking club or something like that. So that will definitely be in the works, just to be active. We will maintain the normal sports of football, cricket, basketball, netball, volleyball. I want to bring on the addition of rugby because, again, I'm a rugby player, so I think that'll be a good.
They don't currently have rugby?
They don't currently have a rugby program running, so we'll put that, and we have some of our junior rugby players actually here now as first years, so that'll be good to start off that program. We have our sports and clubs fair coming up on September 25th. So the students will be engaging in all the different sports, the different clubs that they have available on campus. So that's gonna be exciting to see where they choose, because a few of them have been coming in already and asking what's happening, what are the clubs, So
Right.
so
What
especially
is that normally like? Is it like a full day of sports display? What is it?
It's a 2-hour session. So they'll have tents and display. We're trying to get tech ball on board. I'm not sure if you've heard of tech ball.
Yes.
Yes. Silver Wilson is very big on the tech ball, so we're trying to get him here to at least do a display. So, and probably donate a board, hopefully, so that so that we could put it there so that the students could make use of. I've gotten a lot of requests for table tennis as well. So we're working with Youth and Sports to try and get a table tennis table here as well, and then general our little dancing and jazzercise, soca-size type of activities in the gymnasium.
Are we able to come? I mean, can public come? No, that's strictly for the students.
Strictly for the students for now.
Well, we can come as media, don't? Media can come.
Yes, media
Yeah,
could come.
we have
You're always
excuse. We have
welcome.
excuse. We can come. All right, so that's on September.
September 25th.
Right. Anything else you would like to throw out there in terms of, well, you've been here since August, pretty much, and some of the challenges probably that, well, or some of the ways in which you think that as a public corporate, we could enhance the program.
Well, again, funding is a very important aspect of making sure those programs run smoothly. So if there's anybody out there, private sector, who wants to get involved and support the sporting programs, the club programs at the South Louis Community College, you are welcome to contact us. We're always keen on creating those types of partnerships. So yeah.
Absolutely. We want to wish you the best in this role as well, and we think you'll do an awesome job.
Thank you.
Wonderful. We'll be back on September 25th. Yeah, we're coming back. You have food? You have food? Little snacks and things?
Yeah, I get some food. Don't worry.
Well, there's no secret that, where we need to head as a people, progression-wise, in terms of our health and our environment, the safety of it, there's some changes that has to be had. We caught up with Nisa. Nisa is from the Sustainable Development Department, and she's heading a project right there, which might interest you. Find out more about this. It is an opportune time to have a sit-down with this wonderful, gorgeous, amazing woman here, Nisa Paul Alexander. Nisa is into transport, well, science technology, but leading more to the electrical mobility side of things. Now, you see where we're going with this, right? Because a lot of talk recently have been, from our standpoint, where we need to go as a people, what is best for us in terms of mobility, sustainable movement that is environmentally friendly, that's gonna, enhance our way of living moving forward. We have already done so much damage in that department. So definitely some rectification is needed and is due at this time. So Nisa, I'm happy that we are able to have a sit down with you at this time. So tell us a little bit about what your role is right now and where you align to.
Okay, well, I am embedded at the Department of Sustainable Development as the project lead for this particular project, which we call for short the Jeff 7 EV project. This is a, yes, for short, we call it the Jeff 7 EV because it's a long name. Yes, so the project is designed to help St. Lucia make its transition towards more sustainable forms of road transportation and more specifically electric vehicles. The government thought it was necessary to take the lead in that regard because we understand what is happening on a regional and global level, and St. Lucia didn't want to be left behind. So we really want to thank the government of St. Lucia for taking this initiative seriously and for helping St. Lucia make this transition in the coming years and in the coming years.
Right. What does that mean? Where are we heading now? Where are we at? What is the ultimate goal? Eventually, we want to see electric vehicles throughout the length and breadth. Eventually, all of it electrical.
So the main aim of this project is to accelerate or to increase the adoption of electric vehicles. And what the Global Environment Facility has done, who is the funding agency for this particular project, and the United Nations Environment Program, what they have done is to come on board and support us in doing that. And what they have afforded is the opportunity to strengthen our institutions, remove short-term barriers like the range anxiety, the things that are preventing us from adopting the electric vehicle technology, and also help us build in business models and financial schemes. So we're working with the private sector and also the financial institutions in ensuring that we have really good and competitive products coming out. Further, we understand the dynamics of this type of road transportation. We understand that persons are going to ask, so what happens when these vehicles meet the end of life? So we have put in place, or we are in the process of putting in place, effective end-of-life management systems to help ensure that once these vehicles are no longer roadworthy, that we are able to sufficiently dispose of their components, and more specifically the batteries, which forms the most important component of this particular vehicle. So it's a comprehensive project.
I'm about to say that this is it's like a full tier because there's so many things to consider. That is for the compulsion vehicles right now. But if you do get to the stage where electric vehicles are now become the mode, the norm, there's going to be a lot of other sectors which are now businesses that is striving off what exists now that might be. Yeah, so yes. All of these have to be considered.
This is where we're looking at rethinking the business model, and that is why we're going to look at the development of new business models, encourage persons to make a shift and look at businesses that they would have otherwise not thought of. Because with electric mobility, we understand that internal combustion engine vehicles have more moving parts, but with electric vehicles, not so many. The battery is the main component of the vehicle. So we're really focused on training our technicians, training our firefighters in EV safety response, and also working with key agencies who are going to be responsible for the management of these electric vehicles. This is technology, this is electricity that we're dealing with. So you cannot just jump into it. It's a process, and it requires a lot of technical input before we can really get the technology out there to everybody.
Wonderful. Now, Lisa, this kind of conversation, we need a whole day, I guess, to sit on because there's so many different components to delve into to get more. But where can we, follow or get more information? Because person might be viewing now and they might have picked their interest a little bit and they would like to get a little bit more informed. So at least when we're out there, we could make better, more informed judgment when we're doing things.
Well, I am excited to say that the Shift to Electric Mobility project will be officially launched on the 1st of October, and it's going to be an exciting 3 days for us in St. Lucia. St. Lucians can expect to see very big billboards just depicting what the project is about, and you have an opportunity to reach out to us. We have a project website that is going to be developed where the public can access information and also put in the testimonials. And even if you want to vent, like I told you earlier, Maureen, they have an opportunity to vent because we understand that this is an all-of-government approach and we cannot allow anybody to be left behind or not to take the input of everybody into consideration when we're making the policy decisions. So encouraging solutions to, I'm not asking you to embrace it right now, but I am saying learn about the technology. Don't just listen to the secondhand information that you're getting out there. This is a technology that was there before internal combustion engine vehicles, and the technology has just developed over the years. I'm sure you can remember what telephone services were like before 2001. So this is very similar to what is happening with the telephone industry. We're transitioning from the landline to something. We transitioned from the landline to cell phone use, but now we're saying we're transitioning from internal combustion engine vehicles to reduce our carbon emissions to electric vehicles that will help make our country more sustainable. Yes.
So thank you so very much, and we look forward to what's to come as well.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. And I just want to say to every solution, electric vehicles are coming whether we like it or not.
Absolutely. Brace yourselves. As a matter of fact, brace is not the right word. Get used to the,
Yes.
Sometimes we just need to unlearn a few things, sometimes we just been taught, brainwashed into thinking one way.
Think of it as a telephone that you had before, the landline you had before, and then how smoothly you were able to transition to the cell phone, to the handheld phone. So that's just similar to what is going to happen. Yes.
Wonderful. We transition it. Absolutely. Time of year again, and the CIBC Walk for a Cure is on. We caught up with Alyssa, and she was able to share all of the information surrounding that with us. Well, by now you already see what we are representing. It's every year around this time, we always ensure that we're back here to ensure that we capture and play our part in ensuring that the presence, the awareness continues to be there as far as the breast cancer awareness is concerned. And of course, we are not the only corporate institution who does that. CIBC, First Caribbean,
Yes.
always on board with the Walk for a Cure, and they're back at it again. So Alyssa here is going to be telling us about the walk, run it down for us again so that, of course, we would be aware. I mean, last year, most of the years, the walks is normally sold out, and which is a great thing. So St. Lucia has been on board supporting, and we appreciate that. But maybe even if we know beforehand and we need to up the numbers, then we'll be able to do that, because we're not going to turn away any support as well. Alyssa, what's going on? By the way.
Okay, Maureen, thank you. We're speaking about our walk that we have annually. It is Walk for the Cure. We have 2 walks coming up. So we have one on the 6th of October that is happening at Rodney Bay. So we're starting off at the branch and we're going all the way to Pigeon Island. Right. And then we have our second walk that will be happening in the south of the island, which we are very proud of. So we're asking everybody to come out and support. I think cancer is something that actually touches everybody. So it's never too far. I can guarantee you can look in your phone and see that there is at least one person that you know that has been a patient or, has had somebody close to them that is a patient. So our Cancer Walk is actually one of our biggest fundraising events. And we try to raise a lot of public awareness of what it actually is. Yeah. Yes.
Now, from a company standpoint, because it's not just so you guys decide you're just going to come on board and support this, and has been such a big support for so many years of this move, this drive. At least every time we're leading up to the month of October, we can walk into the CIBC, any one of their branches, and you can definitely feel the presence. So it goes beyond just lip service for the company. Why is it so important for the company to stick through to this?
Well, we actually started in 2012, and leading up to 2024, we are proud to be supporters of St. Lucia Cancer Society and the Faces of Cancer. we think that it's extremely important to actually raise awareness, to cancer and to what it does in society. I think it's extremely close to our hearts when we actually speak about some things as detrimental as cancer, right? We are encouraging all of our supporters and anybody who actually wants to make a donation, they can walk into any branch. They can actually do it on the app as well. So if you feel that you would need to make a donation and you have our CIBC app, you can make a donation right there, or they can actually go into their account, whichever account that you have. It doesn't have to be CIBC Caribbean, and just donate using our account number.
Okay, so you made it quite easy.
Yes.
There's no need to find excuses,
Right,
because
right.
you guys have made it quite easy for persons to be able to donate. Now let's zero in on the walk a little bit again. Recently you guys have included the south end of it, which is really lovely, because I mean St. Lucia is broad spectrum, and most of the time the south people used to get vexed, say, boy, well, you're only doing this in the north, what happened to us? And you've listened, you've answered the call, and you're also down in the south. So let's break down the days. What can we expect in the meantime? Is the packages already out?
Yes.
How much does it cost? Can we purchase now?
Okay, so leading up to our walk, you can actually purchase at our branches, or we actually have pop-up shops in the north and the south. So we have our pop-up shops at Rodney Bay in front of the JQ Mall every Saturday leading up to the walk. And when it comes to Viewfort, we have it at the CIBC car park. So you can walk through, purchase your shirt on a Saturday. We usually have people there who can give you more information about the walk if you need that. And we have a few more things planned leading up to the walk. So we will keep everybody posted.
Is it little, like some things, like little surprises, or
surprises? So when you walk into our branches, you may see little trinkets that you may be able to purchase right off the bat. It's all donations.
Right.
So everything that you purchase from us will actually go towards St. Lucia Cancer Society or Faces of Cancer.
Wow.
Yes.
This is amazing. So just give us the date for the walk again.
Okay, so the walk that's happening in the north, it's on the 6th of October. That is a Sunday. So come out early and support. We would love to see you in your pink shirts.
Yes.
And the walk in the south is on the 20th of October.
Right. Now for the north walk, we're culminating at your branch in the north.
In Rodney Bay, yes. Right. So we kick off there at 6 a.m. sharp.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And in the south, when we get to there, it's around the same time. Where's
It's
the
the same
culmination
time.
at your branch in the south as well?
Yes. So it's 6 a.m. in the south
And where are
as
we
well.
going? The south one will take you through where? You're not too sure?
No.
The routes? Well, we can
So-
come back to that because we have time. But
Right.
for the one on the 6th, certainly come out. I've been promising to come out. I think this time it's
Right.
fitting. I think it's fitting. I think I'm fit as well. I'm fitter now to be able to take that walk. Kendrick, you're coming with me because you have to film this. That's it. That's why I'm not doing this alone. I'm not
Yes.
going down alone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we will definitely have people on the road who can accompany you.
Right.
I think it's usually a very friendly walk.
Right.
And
Is
everybody
it
comes
just a walk,
together.
or when we get to Pigeon Island, is there stuff to engage?
Yeah, so after the walk, there's usually a people who come. There's prizes
Fitness
to be
people,
won.
I mean, some
if
from the
you
health
decide to be
department.
a little competitive, there are prizes to be won at the end of the race.
See, that's how we're doing that. Me and my
Okay.
team. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that. Yeah, team up and come and have a good time
Yes.
and support a worthy cause.
Yes.
Well, I want to commend the CIBC on behalf of persons living with or who have been affected in some way. I myself included. I've had family members that have lost through cancer or who is living with it, and to know that you have that level of support from corporate houses like yourselves is vital. So again, we are happy to be here to shed light on this. And you know what? It's just a call. You too can play a role, play your
Right.
part.
No matter how small, you can play your part.
Absolutely.
You never know who it affects.
Absolutely.
Right.
And you don't know when you might be at the receiving end where you say,
Correct.
okay, I
Correct.
need that support.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ali. She's so cute, isn't it? Have a wonderful. Are you doing a
Thank
walk?
you.
Are you
Yes,
doing a
I
walk?
am. I am.
Are you
I
going to
will
walk or are
be
you going to
there.
be on a vehicle?
I will be
Don't
there.
play with me.
I will be there.
Oh,
and I will
you
look
see
out
the-
for you.
You see,
I will look out for
operative
you.
word, I will be there. She's not saying I'm going to walk here. She said I will be
I
there.
will be there, providing my full support.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Have a good one. We look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Well, There you go. I'm ready to kick off my day. So I'm ready to run off this road. You going out, whatever it is you're going to be doing today, go on out and be great at it. All right? Give yourself some grace today. Calm down a little bit. Remember, this entire week, it's all about that. Remember, I'm telling you this, eh? It is vital. Life is too fragile. You need to take some time, live in the moment, taking the present, and just breathe a little bit whilst you continue to be productive, eh? But have an awesome day today. And let's do this again tomorrow for another DBS This Morning.